let me get into Rich first. Rich posted some kind of posting that says, don't you love it? Don't you love candidates that get angry when you're trying to help them? What were you talking about, Rich? What did they do to you?
They were mean. They were so mean to me.
Who was mean to you?
What happened? What's the story?
No, you get these candidates that are just like, they're a waste of your time. They have no story, they have no numbers, there's nothing you can use to sell them to a client, and somehow it's your fault, the guy just got all bent out of shape and started screaming and yelling because, oh my God, you guys recruiters can't help me. You guys can't do anything. I'm like, personally, the guy got my email by accident. He shouldn't have gotten an email to even set up a call. But whatever. He set up a meeting.
Okay. So you told this guy to talk. You want to talk to him.
Yeah.
He called you.
Yeah.
He called you back.
He scheduled a call.
And then you started asking.
He scheduled a call. And then, so I'm like, all right, someone schedules a call. I'll take it. Most of the time. Because you never know. Maybe you're misreading them. Maybe there's a real reason for the moves. Who knows, right? So, there's some interesting things on his background. But it just turns out his background wasn't bad. He just himself was bad. He had no oomph to him, right? There's no energy.
He actually didn't know how to sell himself.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, he didn't really. He wasn't that good, so he couldn't tell himself was the problem. His whole background wasn't great.
You just said his background was okay, and now you said
right places, wrong results.
Amen. It's like the guy working in Salesforce versus the guy working in the small company.
Okay, so what'd you say? Listen, buddy, you're a wet noodle. I can't use you. You got a lousy personality.
Yeah, I'm like,
even recruiters are.
So, yeah, I just listen. It's not. There's no point in fighting with the guy. Who knows? Maybe the guy had a bad day, or whatever. So, you're just like whatever.
What did you say to him? How did you turn him off? Because I'm going to get Gavin to judge you on this. What did you say? To the guy? Ready? Well, he's big on candidate experience, and some woman told him how you decline candidates is a real big issue. Okay, because
I told him flat out. I'm like, listen, you're not giving me anything to work with. I'm like, if I can help you, if you can help me help you, I will do it. But you're not giving me anything I could possibly go to a client with and say, hey, you got to talk to Joe because he was, he was number 9 out of 10 reps on his team. I mean, like, there's nothing to sell him on. He has no quota success, no big wins, no nothing. He couldn't tell me anything. So I'm like, dude, how am I supposed to help you? How can anyone help you if you can't give us the ammunition to try to do anything for you? If you can do that, I'm happy to talk to you again.
I mean, excuse me for interrupting, but you are one of the top sales recruiters in the business, right? Mm-hmm. So obviously, even if he spoke with you properly, you could at least figure some way to help him out. But yelling is the dumbest thing they can do.
Yeah, I think we know that he's one of the best recruiters, but a lot of times candidates don't. But that's not the point. What's important is that the candidate has a specific expectation. And like Rich says, I mean, Jesus, if the guy is not capable of selling himself, you've got to give him honest feedback because what else can you do?
And he's a sales guy.
Ignore the person, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I had a guy years ago. I'll never forget because it was like on Passover, Rosh Hashanah or something. I was at my mom's house. I took this call and the guy was telling me he was going to sue me for age discrimination. I mean, he was 40 years old. All right. And this was probably 15 years ago at least. And he was all pissy because I'm the only person that got this guy an interview, he told me the day before. And he bombed the interview. So somehow it was my fault. I was like, dude, do what you got to do. I mean, there's no point engaging a lot of these people that get all bent out of shape. Needless to say, they're stressed. They're, all they're going to do is just trash your reputation if you trash them. So you're just like, whatever.
Okay, Rich, it's not like you tried to help this guy. You didn't go out of your way for him. You just read his resume and said, no, I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Oh, no, I talked to him on the phone. I had a conversation with him.
Well, that's helping him.
Well, that's what I did. Where am I losing you?
He didn't like you. You told him you're no good. Okay.
No, hey, listen. What can I tell you? Not everyone loves me.
Thank you, Rich. Thank you for telling me I'm lousy and I have no hope for
the future. Listen, you can't help people who don't want to be helped in this business. All right.
You can't help people, but he wanted to maybe to be helped. But you knew that you weren't going to waste your time on.
You're right. I'm not a social worker.
Yeah, animal. Well, all that Rich did was hold up a mirror to his face, huh?
Exactly. Some people don't like reality. They don't want the truth. And listen, we're not social workers. We're fucking salespeople. We're here to make money. You know, we're not here. You know, we get who is it? It was what's his face? Who's your buddy there? Totally blanking on his name.
I don't know. Give me something about him.
Yeah,
David Perry.
Jerry. Like Jerry always says,
Jerry.
he's like, he posted up yesterday. He's like, listen, our job is to get people. I think it was Jerry, maybe Gavin. I don't forget. One of them. It was like, hey, our job is to get people. You know, it's not to get people jobs; it's to fill jobs. Big difference.
Oh, that was Ernie.
Yeah.
That wasn't Ernie.
That was David M. Marsh said it was Ernie, and he's right. Oh, maybe you didn't watch the clips. I posted about that. Okay, even these guys don't watch the clips.